Following program contains language and subject matter that you may consider unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
Greetings, Earthling. His Highness the Jackal.
Jackal.
I'm going to pass the reins to Mr. Jackal, the new king of radio.
I think Jackal's Latino. I'm not sure, but he'll give it to you good.
The Jackal.
Welcome one, welcome all, welcome friends, welcome foes. This is October 31st, Halloween, and you're listening to Inside the Jackal's Head. And I am your host, Angel Espino. I hope everybody's having a very spooky yet wonderful evening tonight. This is the first broadcast in a few months, and I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I have a great panel of people going to join me. In a few seconds, I'm going to introduce the first one who's on the call here, muted for your pleasure for now, but he's going to be on live in a couple seconds to join the fun. And we have a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. We're going to have also a great guest, Gabriel Quijas, who's going to join me. Probably butchered that last name. What do you think there, Danny? He's going to be on with me in the next 30 minutes. And Darrell Neely from Global Enlightenment Radio Network is going to be joining also live a little bit later on tonight, and open lines later on in the second hour for anybody who wants to call in, like our good friend Kaiser and anybody out there who wants to join in on the fun. This is the first broadcast that I've done in a couple months, and the reason why I'm going to get to in a second. But before I do that, for all those that are going to be watching this later on YouTube and all over the place, please remember to hit the notification button, subscribe, give me the finger, and I don't mean the middle one, I mean the thumbs up, and these comments, all that good stuff. You know what to do. You guys are all more professional than I am out there, but just wanted to reiterate, this is the first show that I've done in a couple months on this show because of health issues, and I wanted to address that before I continue on and introduce my panel. Starting off with Danny Benton, who's going to be here again live with you in a second. Reason why I haven't done a show, because I get a lot of people asking me questions, and I haven't addressed it on the show much. But those who know me know that I've been going through a lot of health issues, and I have been diagnosed with the big C, not COVID. No, I haven't been one of the statistics with the COVID yet. Even though I did have it last year and I got nothing, not even a cold, so I don't really consider that actually having the China bug. But I have been diagnosed with cancerous tumors, and they're taking care of it. It's something that, it runs in my family. My mom passed away from it. My dad is a survivor, and hopefully I tend to lean towards my dad a little bit more on this, and I survive. But if not, we're going to rock and roll till the lights turn off and the Truman Show ends, or the Espino Show, whatever the hell you want to call it. I have surgery coming up. Wish me well. It's going to be, dangerous because it deals in certain areas down below, which I don't want to get too into because it's a little personal, but it's stuff that has to be taken care of. If not, I'll be 6 feet under very soon. So with that said, don't cry for me, Argentina. But please, prayers are welcomed. If you guys want to help out with the cause, join me over on patreon.com/Angel Espino, as well as my PayPal. You can check me out there, Real Angel Espino, which is my PayPal account. Anything you guys get help with, it's really appreciated, and I thank everybody who's been able to join in, really show their love and support. All my good friends from Arlene, Pedro, Danny, Darrell. Hey, I got to give a props to my good friend Jeffrey Ryder, who also has been very supportive over on the Pirate Network. So, shout outs to everybody, you know who you are, who've been there for me, and really showed their true colors during this time of need. The Global Enlightenment Radio Network, SoFlo Radio, PSN Radio, everybody out there who's been very, very kind with their words and their support. I appreciate every one of you guys and gals for being there with me and, trying to help me get through the darkest time of my life. Well, I would say the second darkest time of my life, because as many of you know, The darkest day of my life was when I lost my mom in 2016 to this horrible disease known as cancer. And it seems to be following me like a stalker in the night. What better time to talk about that during Halloween, right? Where it's spooky and scary. But, I've gone through a lot over the last decade and a half, and I've met some great people and I've lost some great people this past year alone. I lost three close friends, and one of them was my cousin Arturo, who passed away after getting the vaccine, and a couple of the good friends, Dennis Crenshaw and Steve-O, also passed away from COVID this year. So God bless them, and hopefully wherever they are, they're listening in and having a good laugh tonight. And we're gonna have probably a very weird show because of the fact that I haven't been on the air in a while and I'm kind of like a little bit behind the times. So I'm not going to get to too much, radical news or regular news. This is going to be more about us just sharing the moment, folks. And with that said, I want to bring live so he can unmute himself. The one and the only, the great Danny Benton, who's back in the fold. Danny, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing great, sir. It is good to be back. Terrific intro.
Oh, wait, hold on one second. Before you continue, I do have to do one more thing here because the audience did not hear that, and I'm going to give you another chance to reiterate that in a second. And that's completely my bad, by the way. That's bad juju by me. There we go. Now they can hear you, Danny. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's great to be back great to be back with you. It's been 2 months for you. It's been like what, 2 or 3 years for me.
Yeah, man. When you say I'm going on a hiatus, on a break, you really break.
Yeah, I break. But yeah, it's good to have you back, and you sound in great form. It's great shape.
Well, I believe me, I sound probably better than I feel, but I'm here, I'm alive, and like I always say, enjoy the moment because every day is a gift. That's why we call it the present, and that's been my motto for a long time, and I stick to that like rubber on glue or white on rice or whatever you want to euphemism you want to call on that. But look, enough about my horror stories. We have a lot to talk about, and I wanted to bring you on first and foremost before I get to the guests, Gabriel and Dan and Darrell, who's going to join also in a little bit. I wanted to bring you on because we got big news concerning you, sir. Now that you're
We
back
do.
in the fold, you're
We
going to
do.
be joining me Thursday nights as my permanent temporary sidekick, which which is kind of a goof and a shout out at Gerald Holcomb, who does the Spud Goodman show. Shout out to, by the way, speaking of people that have been there for me, Spud Goodman, man, what a true classy gentleman. We do Rabbit Punch together. We've been doing a lot of those shows, and he's been very, very supportive also, and just a fantastic friend over the last year. And I really, I've always been a fan of his. But just having him, really interact and being part of my life has been a great blessing. So shout outs to Spud Goodman, Gerald Holcomb, TJ, all the guys over there on Rabbit Punch, then on the Spud Goodman show. But yeah, Danny's going to be joining me on Thursday nights as my temporary sidekick co-host, whatever the hell you want to call it. But he's going to be on with me pretty much all the time. Danny, and not only that, in case I check out like Truman, right, and I go stage right, and I open the door and I exit planet Earth,
No.
Danny and Darrell are going to be moving forward with everything here on the network and making sure that it stays alive and as long as they see fit. Because once I check out, I have no say in the matter. So it'll be up to them to do whatever they want to do. But I hope to stay around for a lot longer. I hope I don't disappear anytime soon. But Danny, how exciting is that for you?
Well, it's exciting that I was recruited for the Thursday night gig, sitting riding shotgun. As far as keeping things together, that's kind of You know, we're all thinking that, and we're thinking that you're going to be around with us for a while, so we don't have anything to worry about on that front. But of course, I would honor your wishes with the network, along with Darrell, if that were needed. But that's certainly not anything that I want to dwell on. I also want to bring uh, uh, well wishes from Mr. Robert Morningstar, from
Oh, one of our
former host,
favorites here. Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
and Mr. Johnny Webb, co-host.
Another one of my favorites who disappeared from me, and I'm like, where the hell's Johnny Webb? And then I found out he's playing simulated games on his computer, and he gets lost in that. I love simulated piloting games and stuff, but he really takes that stuff to heart. But I love Johnny Webb; he's a great guy. And Robert Morningstar, that's like my brother from another mother, even though he's a little bit older than me. But Robert Morningstar is a true classy gentleman, and I tell you what. I've had him on my show more than any human being alive
Yes,
for that reason. Because
yeah,
this man, not only does he always bring true knowledge and true information and just a great person to shoot the shit with and talk to, but he is just a fantastic human being. He really is. So major shout outs to him. Shout outs also Mike Kesten Rogers, who was listening in. And Mike Rogers, as you guys know, is the other man who was in the truck with Travis Walton the night that Travis got taken. And he was a driver. If you guys remember the movie Fire in the Sky, he was played by Robert Patrick, the Terminator from Terminator 2, the bad guy. Remember him?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
And that was a great interview. I heard that entire thing. I actually had to go back and listen to it twice. He's a really cool dude.
He's hysterical, man. I love Mike. He's become, and it's funny because I just met him earlier. Probably I think late last year, and I haven't known him for a long time. But he's become a really good buddy, and we talk a lot on Facebook and stuff, and on Skype, and we're always kind of like saying, "We got to have you back on, man. We got to have you back on." And he's been wanting to get back on the show now, but unfortunately, like I said, I had to take a few months off to deal with my health stuff. But he'll be back on shortly with me, and he's a great guy. So, again, I wanted to thank everybody who has been very supportive and helpful. But I'm really happy that Danny is back and on board 100% here because Danny. Me and you go a long way, man. We go back
Yeah,
like babies and pacifiers.
that's for sure, man. Babies and
In fact,
pacifiers. Yes,
you like that line, huh?
I do. It's great. Babies and
Danny, I met you what was it? Almost a decade ago, like a little bit under a decade ago now.
Yeah, it was when Art. It was like right as Art Bell was coming off of Sirius XM to come
Yep.
back to Dark Matter Digital, and then there was like you were one of the top shows on there, and I met you, yeah, right there. So yeah, it's been at least a decade for yeah, I would say
Almost, yeah, about
if
seven,
not
eight
if not
years.
almost, yeah, if not almost a
Yeah.
decade, but it's been
Yep.
great. I've met so many cool. I've not only met so many cool people through you, but I've also learned so much. I mean, as far as like just from every angle of the whole radio gig, from the production to guest relations and dealing with fans and dealing with all the BS and which is like what 50%, 60% BS.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it depends on the the subject matter. Some
Right.
percentages go up when you deal with certain subjects. And
Sure.
tonight it's a perfect time to talk about some of these subjects. But we're going to talk about personal stuff. We're going to talk about uh, you know radio stuff. We're going to talk about our lives. And maybe we'll get into a little spooky stuff. You never know. Gabriel Quijas, or I don't know if it's Quijas or Ouijas. I'm going to ask him exactly how to pronounce it. But Gabriel is going to be joining us. And I found out about this gentleman over on Facebook. I joined one of his shows recently. And he is right there with us, man. This guy's fighting the great fight. He has his own podcast, Resurrection News. You can check out his website, resurrectionnews.com. It's really, really interesting stuff. Again, he is balls to the walls, man. He has no filter, which I love. He talks the truth, talks his mind, and that's how we've been about, man. And the shows on here from, like I said, the people I've mentioned, and one person I forgot, Kate. Who does her show around the campfire with Kate, which I produced, and she's an amazing hostess on her own show, and also been very helpful and very loving over the last couple of years. And people like that are the ones we need more and more, Danny. People that are actually willing to speak their mind, tell it how it is, not be afraid of the global monster known as the Democrats and the progressives that are trying to keep us all locked in, maxed up, and vaccinated with guinea pig in their mind, because that's what we really have become in this world, a bunch of guinea pigs for a vaccine that we have no idea if it even works full time. But hey, I'm not anti-vax. I'm just telling you, do what you got to do for yourself, and it
Yeah.
should be your choice. You know, it's your body, your choice.
Well, the whole thing that bugs me is the whole, and this is nothing new, but they have definitely ramped up the divide and conquer, like
Yeah.
pick a side, and if you're not on this side, then we're going to cancel you, or going to troll you, or, and you can just look and see, like, the last 2 years, like, so much has changed. I mean, I never thought we'd be where we are today, you know, 2 years ago, even though I had a feeling something like this was coming, and we always talked about it, that something big was on the horizon. But I don't think either one of us ever figured it would be like this and it'd be this bad. Like, just with the division and everything that you've said, I'm on board with that too. The Democrats trying to do what they're trying to do, but it's just the divide and conquer thing. It's so sad that we can't come together as a nation, and fight back and realize that really none of these people are fighting for us, or very few of them, I would say, are fighting for us, the people. So if we could come together on that issue and not divide over vax or not vax, or white or black or whatever, it would really be a nice thing, but it just doesn't seem like that's the direction we're headed in.
You know, and it's funny because it's not a white or a black thing, because I have plenty of friends in both spectrums of the
Sure,
rainbow. And
sure.
whether you're white, black, Asian, whatever your denominator is, whatever your minority is or majority is, it doesn't, to me, none of that matters. The
No,
problem is the players involved, and these progressives are ruining the world, not just the country. I mean, this is something that's globally now. These communists are trying to take over the entire planet, from New Zealand over to Australia, Europe. A shout out to my good friend over in the Netherlands, Marco, as a lot of you may know as Cyanide. Another person I met over a decade ago and has been a true believer and a true friend for all this time. And he's been in communication with me, and he's telling me even over there, they're facing the same kind of crap that we're facing here. And it's sadly, it's become like the norm in a lot of these places where they're seeing it, and there's not much people can do but be vocal. And then when you try to do that, of course they're trying to silence you and cancel you. And look what's going on with Dave Chappelle getting canceled by cancel culture. It's no fun. It's no fun when you can't be vocal and you can't be free to express yourself. And that's the worst part of it all. The fact that we're being silenced. Like, they want to say, yeah, we still live in a free country here in America, but you can't say what you mean or what you think because we're going to cancel you. So how does that work? How are you free to express yourself if you get canceled for expressing yourself?
exactly. And yeah, I mean, it's just stunning what's happened to Dave Chappelle. And I mean, Dave's not doing anything Dave hasn't done his entire life. But you see it with, like, these, with Seinfeld, the way they say, oh, Seinfeld couldn't be made nowadays. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just crazy. It's a world gone mad. That's the way I see it. And
yeah.
I agree with you. It's not a black or white thing. That was not what I was go. That's not where I was headed. It's just the divide and conquer, and like you said, the higher ups that are in control try to, they tried to use race to bait us into fighting each other, or disagreements over different things, which is nothing new. It's been going on forever. They've just like really ramped things up, and
Yeah.
it would be nice that if it seems like people are waking up. That's one thing. It seems like there's more people that are not woke, waking up. I did not say woke. That's not a good thing. But there are more people that are waking up to what's going on. So that's a positive.
That is a positive, and you're right. You don't want to go woke because you know what happens when you go woke. You go broke.
That's
So
right.
yeah, don't go woke, people, because it's not going to end up good for you. But I'll tell you what, it is a good sign of the times that more and more people are starting to call the BS for what it is. And it is a bunch of bullshit. It really, truly is. And people are starting to see that more and more and more, which is a positive thing, I think, for the entire planet. Because you don't want to live in a country or in a world where you're silenced just for being you. You don't want to live that life. And unfortunately, that seems to be the norm now that we're all headed to, and that sucks. I mean, when
Yeah.
you're living in a world where you can't even voice your opinion without being silenced, that is just not a way to live. So, in that reality, we have to fight back. We have to cancel the cancer culture, as it be. And that's something that, to my dying breath, Danny, I always promised that I was going to try and do that, and be the person who cancels the cancer culture.
That sounds like a
And
plan. I mean,
I don't have much. I might not have a whole lot of time left, but whatever time I do have, I'm gonna try to spend it on that aspect of reality, because that's the only thing I think we can do is just fight back and not allow the evil minutia that is out there trying to destroy us. And there's a lot of folks trying to destroy us. People, this is not just my conspiratorial mind or
right,
my false reality or anything of that nature. It is a real reality, and it's something that we are really faced with, and it's again a sad situation. But it's a situation, I think, that if we all get really with the program, we can overcome this stuff.
yeah,
We can fight back. Part of that is, going out there and not allowing the people that are trying to take over and destroy us to do that. If you don't stand up for your rights now,
right,
right now, people, if you don't start standing up in the next couple months, and with the elections coming up, the midterms, if you don't go out there and actually get things done, you're pretty much taking the backseat to the progressives, and you're taking the backseat to the evil that is trying to destroy the world. And that's something that is scary, because some of the players, man, Danny, I know you know what I'm talking about here, but some of these people are just bent on destruction. I mean, they don't even play around anymore. It's not like back in the day where we used to talk about conspiracy, and we
yeah,
used to be like, "Oh man, look what's going on. They're hiding UFO knowledge. They're hiding this or that." And people will look at us and laugh and be like, "These crazy kooks. They
right.
don't know what they're talking about." Now it's not like that. Now people are starting to really, I think, wake up and understand that. Look, this is not us just trying to be funny baloney. This is really happening, and people are more and more, I think, becoming awakened to this. And I say awakened like the Force Awakens, right?
Mhm. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, it is. It's awakening us up. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, well, I mean, one thing that I don't think that I think maybe that we're getting some awakening from the other side is because there's a group of people that you're talking about that chant on and say, yeah, we need to shut that voice down, this voice, the things that you're speaking of. But I don't think that they understand that once if we get shut down and silenced, if this group of people get shut down and silenced, I don't think that they realize that they're next. They may feel that they're protected or insulated from this because they picked the right team, but that team doesn't give a damn about them. So they'll be next up for cancel culture. Sorry about that. Cancel culture. There we go. They'll be next
Cancerous
up.
culture is really what it is. And I mean, yeah, it's cancerous. It's cancerous to humanity. I'm dealing with my cancer myself, but this is cancerous to humanity, and it's a sad reality. It really truly is. With that said, though, I want to bring him on because he's waiting in the wings here to join us. Gabriel is going to be joining here in a second. Hopefully, he's ready to rock and roll. Gabriel, are you there, sir? Let me see. I think I just might have added the wrong person. Hold on the wrong channel. That's what it was. All right, let me add him over here. Gabriel. There we go. Okay, let's add him on this call here. Perfect. There we go. All right.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna bypass the commercial breaks tonight, folks. So if you were, normally when you listen to my show, I'll go on break, but I'm canceling that out because I have a special gentleman on here, Gabriel, and it's Quijas, right? That's how you pronounce your last name, Quijas. Hold on, I can't hear you, brother. Let me see if I can correct that here.
Yeah, I think you did butcher his name, buddy.
Yeah, I think I did, but unfortunately, he's not coming in. You can you hear him or no? You can't hear him, right?
I can see him moving his lips, but
yeah, we see him moving the lips, but we can't hear him, and that's definitely on his end because I could hear you fine. Gabriel, check your Skype setting there, and let me know when you're ready.
There we go.
There you go. All right, that's that lovely voice and that
they
beautiful face of his.
They just sent like this roadcaster thing over, so I had it on the wrong setting. I apologize.
It's all good, man. You're a professional at times.
Just at times. I mean, this is an all-star cast. I mean, you guys worked with fucking Art Bell, for Christ's sakes.
Oh man, Art Bell, God bless him, dude. I'll tell you what, I had the luck in my life to have met Art Bell and work with him. He's my Mount Rushmore of radio hosts. He was top of the list. Him, George Rodriguez, God rest in peace, George. That was my partner in crime here on PSN and SoFlo, and they're both passed away now. So I'm kind of like the one in charge on the two networks. But Art Bell was a pleasure to meet and an honor to know and call a friend. So yeah, shout outs to him wherever he's listening. I know he's right now going, what the hell's going on there, Angel? Stop talking about me.
Yeah. Yeah, great impression, dude.
That was that. When you get to talk to Art, you kind of it sticks to you, man. You get that voice. It sticks to your head. But Gabriel, I wanted to bring you on because I got your show the other day. I saw it, and I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's pissed like the rest of us are, and he has no filter like the rest of us. And I'm like, where the hell has he been for the last 10 years that I've been broadcasting? So I know I just mentioned your
at Gitmo.
Yeah. I hope you weren't getting waterboarded.
No, daily by Mark Zuckerberg. Daily.
Oh, Jesus.
He fucking likes to torture people. He's sick.
He does. And animals, rodents, and humans. He doesn't care. He tortures everybody. Like
when you use the First Amendment against Americans, that's torture.
Correct. I agree 100%. Now, tell the audience a little bit about your show. Because like I said, you're a person that I saw, and I was like completely blown away by the fact that you were talking about a lot of the stuff that we're talking about, and I'm like, finally, another voice that I could incorporate here that is on the same page as the rest of us, and you have a fascinating way of looking at things, which I think a lot of people need to start checking out. ResurrectionNews.com, I know is your website, but tell my audience a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, that's just like the news aspect of my life, right? Because I'm a photojournalist and sell news for we had that plane crash here in Santee. A lot of that footage was from my fucking camera, and CNN and everybody else bought it. So news is one thing, but like my podcast is treason. I started podcasting back in the day in 2009. My show was called Drunk in the AM. And like many of us, I started on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes.
And once we made Blog Talk Radio famous, they started fucking with us. Like the
Correct.
engineer would start fucking with your show and shit. And like you would get in fights with the actual owner. He would like send me threatening fucking emails all the time. I'm like, I'm coming to Brooklyn to fucking get you, guy. I'm tired of. So I had to learn, how do you do your own Blog Talk Radio?
Yeah. Same
So
here.
we all
I
piece
faced the same
shit
thing.
together.
I faced the same thing on Block Talk. I started in 2008, 2009 when they got these things kick-started. And I went through the same thing, and I had the same issues with the owners, with the managers on there. And I said, you know what? I'm done with these fools.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they're still up and running. But
it was a great start for people like us to go, you know what? We have to be free. We have to be like fucking bald eagles soaring in the sky, like, freedom, motherfuckers. You don't get to step on us. And when someone who owns a network thinks they could fucking step on the throat of talent and use threats, the talent's going to find somewhere else to go, no matter if the internet isn't ready for what we were doing.
That's correct.
This shit wasn't called a fucking podcast. It wasn't a fucking $1 million overnight industry like it is now. Like those of us,
it has become that. Yeah.
I mean, those of us from the start, you don't know who we are because the shadow bands, we were the first before the Alex Jones. They hit the small guys first, and we were like the test market. They're like, oh, we could annihilate this motherfucker and silence them with the shadow band, and they don't know what's going on. They'll probably kill themselves. Nobody likes them anymore. What happened to my audience? YouTube doesn't send us checks anymore. What the fuck's going on? So that's their intention. It's a psychological warfare. And
it is. It's funny because I had over close to 20,000 something subscribers on my initial YouTube account monetized. And then I had a couple of shows that played audio clips, and I had gotten warnings for the content before. But as soon as they played some music, which was hysterical because one of them was approved by the artist who was on the show.
Yeah.
And because the song was copywritten, they gave me a community strike. And I'm like, the artist is literally being interviewed on the show. That you're giving me a copyright strike for playing the music. He's saying on the show, we're allowed to play. And they still deplatformed me. How do you figure?
I mean, you take someone like Joe Rogan when he had Alex Jones on like the third time, and they had like a real discussion about just playing a clip from Alex Jones's own show to avoid getting a copyright strike and getting a violation because it's Alex Jones. I mean, it's ridiculous. And obviously that was before Spotify.
I mean, well, now it's gotten worse for him. It's gotten worse for Joe Rogan because even the people on Spotify are starting like revolt against having him on. And I'm like, you realize that he's probably the biggest name right now in podcasting or on online radio. And you guys gave him $100 million to join Spotify. And you want to protest that he's on Spotify? How stupid is that?
It's not like he's going to give back the $100 million.
No.
Yeah. And Spotify doesn't care. Spotify doesn't care, but they censor him. They removed all the Alex Jones interviews and anything along those lines. And that's crazy. I mean, if I was Joe Rogan, I would have told him to go suck a fucking dick. You're not going to censor what I've done, my content, just to be on your stage. And trust me, I'm going to get a fucking email from Spotify because I'm all up in their fucking ass as a content creator. But I'd just be like, if you're paying me that much money, then that means you own me. So I have to let you do what you need to do. So fucking the woke jerk offs can have their way.
Yeah. That's exactly
that's not America. That's not fucking America.
No. Well, nothing we've faced over the last 2 years, Gabriel, has been America. I mean, this is becoming a banana republic. And I come from a banana republic. I'm Cuban American. I know what communism is all about. I've seen it with my own eyes. My mother escaped Cuba, God bless her soul, in 1980 during the Mariel boat lift to get to America with me and my brother, escaped a communist country, to leave that torturous regime behind, to get to this country, to get to freedom. And now I'm seeing it happen here, and it's scary. It's scary to see that so many born Americans, this is the worst part, white American kids who are being taught this critical racist theory and are taught to hate themselves are the ones that are kind of like leading the charge, where they're Antifa and all this crap that they're being taught. And they're really just they're destroying their own country, and it's going to hit them like they hit like a lot of folks in Venezuela and Cuba later on, when they're like, oops, we fucked up. Now we got no food to eat, we got nothing to drink, we had to stand in line for a bucket of soda made out of like garbage. That's what's going to end up happening here. We're already facing food shortages. The ports are blocked because they don't want to like move the trucks, because they want to empty the stores. That's how it starts, folks.
I don't know about that. I watched this video of an actual guy in the crane at the fucking ports, right? He's up there working 8 hours into a shift. He's like, here's the fact. We've lost like almost half of our workforce from COVID.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how long it takes to train one of us people to be able to function at the rate we have to function at? He's like, it's not all a conspiracy. A lot of it is that there's a bunch of dead of us motherfuckers.
That is part of the true. That's a true statement. There's a big chunk of that, but also from knowing a lot of truckers who have left the business, and a lot of the people who work in the ports here in Florida that left, not because they're dying, but because they just decided, you know what, it's not worth it with all the mandates and stuff to to be in this business, putting your life on the line, and then not being acknowledged or properly thanked for the hard work. That's unacceptable. It's like how do you slap somebody in the face who's been a first responder for a long time, like nurses, doctors, and people that have been taking the food to the food stores, and then you say, well, unless you're vaccinated, you're out of work.
Well, my wife,
after they've been there for a year and a half now.
She worked at Mayo on the front lines with nurses as a nurse assistant the entire time. Then the compounded mental trauma these people face, she became one of the statistics that she tried to commit suicide. And so it's fucking serious shit what these first responders go through. It's serious business, and people just kind of just go, well, whatever the fuck. This is all bullshit. It's not real. So fuck all these people. And I have to say, that is like the most un-American shit I have ever heard during a time that we all need to start, coming together.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not a white or black issue. This is a human being issue right now, and we're not being treated as human beings. We're being treated as cattle, as guinea pigs, as third world humans. I was watching earlier yesterday the show Alien Nation. Remember that show from
I love
1990?
It. Got it on the heart.
I feel like we're the newcomers, and
Sure.
we're being treated like we're not even part of society. And we're, treated and talked down to like they were on the show. And we have to walk around with baby steps, because whatever you say, you get attacked for by the progressives. And it's a sad statement. And Alex Jones, who I see playing in your background there, he's faced it. We've had connections with him through Mitchell Nicholas Gerber here on the network, who is a good friend also. And he's over in Vietnam, dealing with a lot of stuff politically over there. And the mainstream media, I think, is the biggest culprit of this entire scenario, because they're not only hiding the truth, they're literally in league with the people that are trying to destroy and take over. And I'm talking about CNN, MSNBC, CBS, the big wigs, even Fox News for a lot of what they promote. Yeah, you're saying, well, Fox is so leftist or rightist or whatever. They're right wing, they're left wing, they're this. Fox doesn't give a crap. Fox just is about ratings. That's all they care about.
Once they hired that goddamn witch from CNN that like gave Hillary Clinton all the questions and all that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just like it's over. Just over.
Yeah. I think the only names on there that I could trust is maybe Greg Gutfeld. Tucker Carlson does a pretty damn good job at airing some stuff out, and Sean Hannity, he's been there the entire time talking about some real truthful stuff. Jesse Waters is another one who's really on point a lot. Danny, I know you wanted to jump in and say something. Go for it, brother.
No, I'm just here, but yeah, I agree with you. Those names are pretty much trustworthy. They also make it clear that they're opinion pieces as opposed to the way CNN runs. Everything is presented as news when most of it is opinion. And CNN, MSNBC, all the ones that you named before. But I haven't been happy with a lot of things that Fox News has done lately either. So I think Tucker Carlson, and like you said, Jesse, and who else?
Sean Hannity.
I guess Sean. I mean, he's been there forever.
Well, I mean, the one thing about Sean, though, I will say this, that he sticks to his guns when it comes to being pro-MAGA, pro-Trump. And he really is somebody who doesn't play around when it comes to, like, talking about what he feels. He doesn't care. And I respect that, whether he's right or wrong, because, not always are we going to be right when we say something. Sometimes
he's right a lot of the time, though.
Yeah. And
the only thing with
he's
Hannity
been proven right.
Yeah. He wore me out with that TikTok shit. That shit grinded off my nerves for like 4 fucking years. I was like, the TikTok ain't happening.
I think I'm one of the few people in America who hasn't really gotten indoctrinated by TikTok yet.
TikTok is great.
I'm one of the ones that has not been indoctrinated yet either. Although I kind of got pushed today only because somebody sent me a really useful tip. That's the first time I've ever seen something on TikTok that was actually applicable to life, other than watching someone get hit Menards or dancing, actual real life stuff,
Here's the sad truth about TikTok. We all know it's a Chinese platform. I'm an American citizen. On Twitter, on everything, you can't see my content. I go on TikTok. It was like last Sunday, right? And I just started making content on there. Thousands of views in just a few days. It's sad that I have to go to a Chinese platform to be heard.
Right? And they're more free on that platform than Facebook.
Yep.
Than Instagram.
Than YouTube.
And YouTube, yeah, it's amazing. And this is something that I was talking about with Danny and with Jeffrey Ryder, that it's hysterical when you consider that they're a communist country. The CCP, communist China, has literally more freedom when it comes to the content that's being put out than America right now. I mean, how scary is that, folks? Ching Chong Ping, or whatever his damn name is over there, he's enjoying this, and he's laughing his ass all the way to the bank.
He's fucking laughing his ass off while he's enslaving the Uyghurs, and they're making the fucking iPhones.
Yeah. Go ahead, Danny.
Well, in that same vein, as far as media is concerned, you've got RT. I find that RT puts out quite a bit of really good stuff. They're talking about real things, and that's run out of Russia. It's a Russian operation, but, it's pretty much the same thing,
You could say the same thing for Al Jazeera. Great source.
Exactly. Al Jazeera is another great example.
And that's just another horrible fact that in America, none of our news sources are as good as fucking Al Jazeera.
Yeah, that's a really sad statement.
And that's what happens when you have the mainstream media literally join forces with communism and with a lot of these people that are just super lost in translation of life. They think that their shit don't stink. They think they're better than the rest of us. It's this elitist mentality that is completely taken over these outlets. And the fact that they're in line with the people that hate them the most is the scariest part, because you're talking about Antifa. Now, Antifa is made out, and I know this because I've researched this, not that I'm an Antifa member, but I've done a lot of homework on these groups, and a lot of them belong to the alphabet community, the LGBTQ community. And Antifa is literally fighting a fight, helping a communist country that hates their guts. And they're fighting a country that gives them the freedom to express themselves and be who they are. And yet this is the country they hate. How does that work? I mean, I don't understand that.
It's just
Yeah, we're living in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's really biblical end times. I mean, it's just, it's, you know, it is what
backwards, it's inside out, upside down.
Yep, this all has to happen.
The upside down world. That's exactly where this. It's a clown show, people. And look, for all the Russia crap that Trump took for the 4 years he was in office, what's the first thing that our good president, con artist in chief, over in the Oval Office now, Joe Creepy Biden? What's the first thing he did? He took away the Keystone Pipeline. Yep. And he okayed the Nord Stream pipeline over in Russia. So everybody who wants to say, oh, Trump is a Russian asset, Trump was harder on Russia than Biden, who's literally giving millions back to Russia. So who's the Russian asset?
Yeah, we all know the truth. I mean, come on. Hunter Biden paintings are fucking color by number, and they're selling more than fucking Picassos right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paint by numbers. I mean, come on, a crackhead, give me a break. This is bullshit.
And not only is he a crackhead, he smokes Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. I'll give him some Flamunda cheese to smoke.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, it's when you think about it, you have to laugh, though, Gabriel. You really do have to sit back and laugh, because in 20 years, if we make it past this nonsense and we're still a free country, I think a lot of our kids are going to look back and say, was this reality? Were these people really, were we going through this? Was this real? And I hope our kids are smarter than the kids are now, and those kids are not indoctrinated. The first thing we have to do, and I saw this when I was in high school in the 90s, Gabriel, this critical racist theory has to completely be removed from all educational systems, because that's step one they took 25, 30 years ago, when they started promoting this hate your country, hate yourself if you're not a minority. And I'm a minority within a minority within a minority. To give you kind of like a brief background of what I am, besides the lovely bald human being you see here, I have in my blood, my great-grandfather on my mother's side was Chinese. I have Portuguese on my mom's side also. And I'm a Cuban, right? My mom was born in Cuba. My father has Spaniard, Italian, and Cuban. So we're a mix. And on top of that, in Cuba, you have a lot of black also. And in my family, about 40% are black, Cuban black. My aunt and uncles in Cuba are black because my mom married a black man. And in her family, her mom married a black man also. And she has black sisters, brothers, there's, a whole lot of things. My brother's mulatto, which means half black, half white. So, I mean, there's no racism in our country. We're all mixed in Cuba. And to see, again, the white kids in this country right now be so indoctrinated with this evil, it's shameful. And that's the first thing we got to attack, is the school system. And I'm happy that it's finally become a real thing that we're talking about in the news, where people are actually now going to PTA meetings. They're letting themselves be heard. They're not taking a backseat to these teachers, because that's what you got to attack first.
All right. Let me respond. Number one, I have a solution for the fucking teacher problem. Fire them all. Replace them with AI fucking robots. Removes
I don't know
all
how
their
much.
bullshit,
Yeah.
all their emotional baggage they bring into the classroom until we could reteach and retool humans not to bring in their stupid shit and biases and try and imprint. A robot ain't going to do that. The robot's just going to teach A through fucking Z and everything else between, because they're programmed that way. Problem solved.
Yep.
I mean, if they're going to replace the fucking workers at Pizza Hut with robots, truck drivers with driving fucking this and that, get rid of these fucking liberal shitbag teachers. They're the problem. They're the fucking
agree
problem.
100%. Yeah.
For the last 30 years, they've raised these kids, and now there's pronouns and they're this, and there's confusion. Lots of confusion.
Oh, okay. I got to mute him off for a second there. We're going to be joined here by Darrell Neely, the owner of Global Enlightenment Radio Network, who is dying to get on here. Also, this has been my first show in a couple months, Gabriel. So you got to pardon the interruption here from time to time.
No problem. Number two, school
go
boards.
ahead.
The father that got his ass beat by the sheriffs because his daughter was raped in the high school by a trans kid. And then they take that fucking rapist and hide him in another high school and cover it up in Loudoun fucking County.
Yeah.
That's the real problem in America right now.
And then they label the parents domestic terrorist.
Yep.
How the hell do you label? Look, when my father went to school once, because I took a knife to school when I was being bullied. This happened a long time ago. And my father went to school and made a big thing about, you know what? My kid's been bullied for over a year and a half, and you guys do nothing about it. So he had to defend himself because he's been attacked. I got stabbed in school because I was being bullied as a kid. And I took it back and I said, you know what? I'm taking a knife and I'm going to stab a motherfucker who stabs me. And I was literally in a fight. I pulled up the knife and I got suspended, even though I had been stabbed myself a week before by the same person who I almost stabbed with a knife. Now, mind you, this is over like 30 years ago. But the fact is, my father wasn't labeled a terrorist for standing up for me in a PTA meeting. But now your kid gets raped. And the father goes in irate, which he has every right to be irate about this. I would have gotten that person and choked his life out if they would have done that to my kid. And he is now put in a classification as a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
And that's what's worth with. I mean, that's horrible in itself. But then the fact that they've been passing this National Defense Authorization Act, which allows them to detain anybody who is classified as a domestic terrorist. So now they're walking around with that label on them, which is what happened to the people who were involved in the so-called insurrection, thrown into a cell, no rights given, no rights read, no phone calls allowed. We can detain you indefinitely, and most likely using the same type of techniques that they used on prisoners at Guantanamo. And they keep signing this bill. They keep reauthorizing this bill over and over and over again because they'll stick the military's budget in there to pay the soldiers, into this National Defense Authorization Act. That kind of stuff needs to go. Tying up a bunch of pork in a bill like that. I mean, that thing's been getting authorized at least since Bush, and probably a lot longer than that. I would think the second Bush.
But like you were saying, for the president to come out and say the DOJ is going to investigate these parents at school board's crazy. What's furthermore is that President Obama came out and he denied the rapes happened. He says it's a right-wing conspiracy. Imagine being these two girls that were raped. It wasn't just one rape. It was two rapes by this trans person.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine a former president, like the emotional damage President Obama did to these girls and their family by saying this didn't happen. This is right-wing bullshit.
Yeah, extra damage that he did, that just on top of the rapes alone, is severe trauma to recover from. And then you got somebody like Obama that's going to come and call it a conspiracy, right-wing conspiracy. That's just crazy.
And look, when you have President Trump last year, who came out and said this is going to happen if you allow bathrooms to be shared. this is exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have this issue. And sure enough, once again, Trump is proven right. And I know Darrell, who's joining us and making some noise in the background there, I know he agrees with you. Darrell, what's going on, buddy? Why am I hearing myself there?
Bro, I'm hot like a motherfucker. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't understand this country. I don't understand the people. I don't understand the nature of the people. I don't understand anything that's going on. I mean, I'm between the pillar and the post trying to figure out how is it that we have a Congress today that is so, can I say whipped? I'm going to be nice with the words. Yeah, I think I'm going to be nice for a little bit.
Split reins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
On a horse. You got to have a horsey too.
and they need their hot cocoa and the medication too. You know what time it is. You know, it scares me. It scares me that they're going to allow this woke ideology, unwoken theory, brother. Seriously. What country are we
now, for those who don't know, Darrell here from Global Enlightenment Radio Network, which, by the way, Gabriel, you should really be on his show and on his network as a guest. He has a great, platform also on there. He is somebody who's being targeted right now by these evil entities that are trying to destroy us. He was on the Capitol. There's a whole thing that's going on with him there. And this is a guy who was in there as a
arrested. Yeah,
he was a reporter trying to report pretty much what's going on, because he is a podcaster and he does actual news on his show, and he talks about what's going on. Plus, he has been a person who's been in a lot of federal stuff in the past when it comes to like working with government, and he's well known in that circle. So I mean, this is not a guy who is just off the street not knowing what's going on, but he went in there peacefully protesting and peacefully doing his part as an American, and he's being targeted. There's 80-year-old women. There's an 80-year-old lady who's in the Capitol, minding just walking around like going, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm in the Capitol," and they put her in solitary confinement. Okay, how do you do that to an 80-year-old woman who didn't break anything?
Who's mentally ill?
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here right now. Are you kidding me? This ain't fucking Nazi Germany. You don't fucking do this.
But hold on, you got to remember something, that in the House of Representatives in 2017, those same Democrats, demon crack, they stood down for 26 hours in the Capitol protesting for 26 hours now.
Yep.
And guess what? They didn't get no federal indictment.
Yep.
What's wrong with that picture?
How many times have we seen this in states over and over? They take over the capitals and nothing is done.
Well, look at France. I mean, sorry, Italy. Look at Italy.
But the fact was that because it was Trump that said, "Hey, let's, everyone go somewhere," that was it. But the one sticking point are the videos of the officers, the Capitol officers, just letting people in.
So they opened the door.
Yeah.
And hold on. And DC police did too.
Yes.
They opened the gate and the Capitol opened the door. But you have to remember something. I keep mentioning this to people. Where was Homeland Security? Where was Secret Service? You had the Vice President of the United States. Where's Secret Service?
They wanted this to happen.
Of course. Guys, this is all optic. It's all PSYOP operations. This is really all it is. I have footage of the officers opening the doors, opening the gates, telling people, "Come on in." But yet somehow they're saying, "Oh, no, these people broke in." Look, yes, some of them broke in, but for the most part, they were breaking in once they were let in through the gates.
Yeah.
The real question is, how many FBI and government agency personnel were amongst the crowd breaking glass in the windows?
Many.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They had to do what I had to do. They had to show face. Because I'm sorry, this color, they said Antifa to me. And I like, I ain't no damn Antifa. You got me. I ain't Lives Matter Foundation. I ain't none of that. I'm here to report the truth and show that the liberal media is going to put a spin on this. That's all I wanted. That's all I asked for. Let me report the truth. Let me show people the reality that's really going on inside. Let me show them. And then they're going to say, well, we got you on video.
Now, in the middle of the riots last year, and that's what they were, the 2020 was the summer of love, according to these progressives, but we all know the deal. Darrell here was in the forefront in D.C. Helping was Vernon Jones, who was the gentleman you helped out there, Darrell?
It is. And Ted Cruz, I helped out. I'm on video. I am seen. And guess what? I wasn't doing it before the Republican. I was doing it because it's wrong to hurt another American. It's wrong to take your anger out on another person that has nothing to do with your anger. It's wrong for the people to claim Black Lives Matter to be throwing bottles at Vernon, and he had his daughter there. His daughter.
Yeah.
He's been upset.
And we're talking about a gentleman. I mean, Vernon Jones and his family are like some of the nicest people you're going to meet. I mean, this guy is a complete gentleman. And he left the Democratic Party because he had enough. He said, you know what, this is ridiculous. And he's joined the Republican Party. And I hope one day he runs for president, because I'm not Republican and I'm not Democrat. I'm independent. And I'm a registered independent. I don't belong to either plantation. I left the plantation system a long time ago, and I refuse to ever go back. I vote for who the right person is. And I don't mean right or, as a Republican. I mean the person who's actually here for America first. I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our God-given rights. Yes. I believe in that. And that's something that cannot be taken away from us. I'm not religious. I'm agnostic when it comes to religion, but I believe in God. I believe there's a higher power. I believe we were put here for a reason. And I do believe that we have God-given rights. And when you start attacking those rights, that's when I completely leave the plantation. And when I saw that in 2013, 2014, I made myself an independent. I was a Democrat my entire life before that. And I looked at it and I was like, what are these people doing? This is not the Democratic Party of, the 70s and 80s. This is a new animal, a new breed, and they're breeding hatred. They're breeding completely an animal that cannot be stopped if you don't put your foot down now. And to me, it really kicked off and it set in when I was having a conversation with my mother's oncologist before she passed away of cancer, where this lady who was Muslim, American, okay, the doctor was talking about my mother. When she read in front of me her text on her phone that said Obamacare had passed, her first words were, "Oh my God, they just fucked over the country."
Yep.
In front of my mother, she said it, and I was like, "What?" Yep. And she said, "You have no idea how bad this is. You have no idea how bad Obama is." And I'm like, "Wait a second, you're Muslim, and you're saying that?" And she's like, "No." She's like, "Hold on, not all Muslims are retarded." She said it just like that.
Nice.
She said, some of us actually love America. We love the fact that we have freedom here, because we don't get that in our countries over in the Middle East. We've gotten that here. Not all of us are stupid like some of the progressive Muslims that are doing this. And she said, watch out for the Muslim Brotherhood. Those are people that are completely culprits of this stuff. And I've been talking about that for years now. The Muslim Brotherhood are the same people that indoctrinated Obama or Barry Soetoro.
The nation of domination. The nation of domination. The nation of domination is what we call them back in the old days. Remember when Farouk and them were wrestling? You're the nation of domination. That's what they want to do. Dominate and rule your life. And guess what? Can you show me where, like my man said, there's any truth in the existence of a Muhammad? Because they haven't shown anything. They didn't have to prove their existence. But we know, we as Americans, we have a faith system. Okay, so be it. But guess what? Not when you are trying to override my country. Not when you're trying to walk through my lands and change my Christmas, my Thanksgiving, my Easter, my holidays, and you're disrespecting the veterans by eliminating Veterans Day.
Yes, sir.
But it's okay. But it's okay. Hold on, let me get the name of that holiday. What is that Jewish holiday, honey? They celebrating
Hanukkah.
Say it again.
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur. John
Yom
Kippur
Kippur,
is now a holiday. What's wrong with this? Listen, you got all these people coming to this country, the United States of America, right? And they want to sit there and they want to have the rights, have the liberties, and have their cake and eat it too. You got me totally fucked up.
Yeah.
Only in America that another person can come into your land, but you can't go into Mexico and be an American and say Cinco de Mayo. We don't appreciate it. You can't go to Spain or any other country, especially France, and say that. Come on now.
Yeah.
But you can come to America and you can change our holidays, destroy our belief system, and what? Put us under a bus by making us believe that our Democratic Party really loves us. Because, you know, as Nancy said, I pray for the president. I don't hate him. Come on.
That's one of the most hateful women in the history of the world. I don't wish death on anybody, whether you're right, left, whatever.
Hold on.
But the moment that Nancy Pelosi kicks the bucket, I'm going to throw a block party because that's going to be a proud American moment. That woman needs to go, and she needs to go quickly and painfully because she has brought nothing but pain and shame to this country with her shenanigans, her stupidity, and the complete lack of moral authority as Speaker of the House. That she somehow has become the world president because she literally made 4 years of a living hell with fake impeachment and hoaxes and all kinds of crap for President Trump. This woman literally was in the forefront of the Russia hoax, along with Hillary Clinton and all these other idiots who invented this crap. The Russia conspiracy was invented by Hillary Clinton and Christopher Steele.
Yes.
That's a fact.
But
still document. It's a lie document.
But here's the thing with Pelosi. How much does the Speaker of the House make a year?
Hold on. I can tell you how much. You want to talk about
$400,000, right?
No.
How the fuck is she worth millions and millions and hundreds of millions of fucking dollars?
Yeah. Special interest.
She knows the stock market very well. I'm sorry. It's
Mm-hmm.
not her. Her husband knows the stock market. Hold on, we got to do it right. He knows how to play the.
There's a lot of inside shit going on that's, against the law.
They play with the ticker.
Gabriel, Darrell, and Danny, I know you follow the news. You know that the stimulus infrastructure, whatever package they want to pass now, there's billions of dollars in there to fund and help, fix up a park that belongs to Nancy Pelosi.
Yes, I
How
read that.
kind of us. She should thank us.
Yeah,
she should let the homeless people go live in that fucking park.
That's
no. She's also given us a new subway system too. Don't forget that, a subway system, right next to her building that her husband owns.
Yeah,
you know the deal. You know the thing. Come on now, come on, man. You know the deal. You know what's up.
Now, I'm not a lawyer, and I think we need less lawyers in this country because they're reptilian in nature. But I'm not a lawyer. But I will say this much: if I was a lawyer, this is a big RICO act. This is a conspiracy that is joined by a lot of these people to funnel money to themselves and to have their bank accounts completely go through the roof. They're literally taking our taxpayer money and giving it to themselves and to their constituents, their followers, the people that have given them money. And what's going on is they give them money and it goes right back to them.
Oh, hold on. Look, Angel, you are so wrong. It is not against the law to take the money from Peter to pay Paul to pay yourself. And hold on, anybody else needs some payments? Anybody needs some payments? It's going to come back to me anyway. It's not wrong to do that. But I do tell you one thing. The Securities and Exchange Commission has been bought and paid for by these daggone Democrats. And they might as well, listen, if every one of those Democrats, including AOC and her little alien friend, I'm sorry, there's some bad girls up there. They bad. But
the fraud squad, as I call
the
them.
fraud squad. Yeah, I can't. They bad, but down the hallway. You get my problem.
Let me ask you guys how you feel about this. And I'm going to go one by one here. And I want Gabriel to go first when I ask this question. How do you feel about the fact that the illegals that are going to start that are coming in already, and the illegals that were separated from their children, which a lot of them were their children last year during the Trump stuff? How do you feel about them getting $450,000?
Fuck them. They get nothing. I would put them in a catapult and launch them back to where the fuck they came from.
My man said the same thing I said.
They didn't give those little caged motherfuckers one dime under Obama when he had them stuffed in cages. But let me say one thing. Nancy Pelosi ain't the worst.
No.
How about Dianne Feinstein that had a Chinese fucking spy driving her for 20 years and nothing happens to that bitch?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, even better than that. Hold on, Darrell. Hold on. Even better than that. Eric Swallowswell.
Mm-hmm.
He's been fucked on his girlfriend. Remember, a Chinese spy.
Yep.
They had a Chinese spy also working in his office, and yet he has the nerve to say, "Oh, Trump has Russian spies." Look, you cocksucker! You literally were dating a Chinese spy.
Honeypot. His ass got honeypotted.
Yeah.
The news cycle. The news cycle. The news cycle so fast that they forget about this stuff. You know, the public, they forget about it. Like it's in the news and right out. You know,
you want to know what the worst thing in America's been? Okay, you want to talk wag the fucking dog? The disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, and when we drone strike 7 fucking kids. And he's like, mission accomplished, bitches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to get the press corps in the White House off of that, they rose the horrible death of Gabby, whatever her name is, to national. I mean, how many African American women, Mexican American, Hispanic women, children are murdered every fucking day in America, and they're not elevated to America's child? But they had to get the fucking press people because for a week they wouldn't let go. They're like, why'd you drone strike fucking kids? They had water. Mm-hmm. There's no evidence that this was ISIS-K, you lying pieces of shit. So they made the cycle. And when that still didn't work, in comes Dog the fucking bounty hunter to make it even more of a fucking clusterfuck.
They paid him.
No, and then you have General Milli Vanilli who came out and he called it a righteous strike. Look, man, just shut the hell up. All right, General Milli Vanilli, just shut up. Nobody wants to hear your stupidity. This is a thing that's wrong with the military when they've gone so woke themselves. And look, we saw this with the National Guard and the military where you want to go back to Nancy Pelosi or not, but she was one of the people that said, we got to get these pro-Trump and conservative people out of the military. And General Milli Vanilli is completely leftist. The first thing he said when he was in Congress was that, yes, he agrees with the wokeness. He agrees with this progressiveness. And that tells you right there the mentality of the military indoctrination that they're doing to even our military folks. And Darrell knows about this because Darrell was part of that system for a while.
And listen, I love my military. I'm going to tell you the truth. My men, my women, did I say anything extra? No, I didn't. My men, my women, that's what I cared about. They were my family. Now I got a lieutenant running around in high heels, and his name is Bob. Come on now, Cletus. Bob can't do nothing on the battlefield with me. Bob can't get down and party with me. Now I'm trying to figure out one more thing. Now we were talking about that Nancy Pelosi thing, and you know something? I don't hate her. I pray for her.
Me too.
Yes, I gotta pray. I don't know who I'm praying to. Lord Satan, will you please bring this bitch home?
You could just pray to God because God would gladly smite these motherfuckers. Gladly.
It's a terrible situation.
But we got to get the likes up on Facebook and Twitter because God ain't fucking gonna murder anyone until we got like 1 billion likes on that shit. He's an A player. He's an A player. Social media matters.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn it.
It's hysterical you said that, but it's funny you say that, but it always reminds me of like the sporting events where the winner always says, well, God was on our side. God loves us. But you never hear the loser say, man, God hates our team. God just does not like us. He's against us. He was always favoring the other team. You know,
Well, that's true. God
he
doesn't
he
like
works in
losers.
mysterious ways.
He doesn't like fucking losers.
Now, hold on, everybody. You got to remember, I lost a lot of money in a bet. And Angel, you should remember this. Me and you had this conversation about when the Minnesota Vikings had a certain quarterback that threw a Hail Mary at the end of the thing and decided, I'm going to leave it alone. God had to smite him. That's what he did. God smited him, and he made a lot of money after that Super Bowl when the Minnesota Vikings should have won that Super Bowl because they were undefeated the whole damn year. And they were unstoppable. But it's okay. That paycheck looked real good. He took the little side bet and the side paycheck. That's what Nancy Pelosi, that's what the Democrats, and that's what Big Mike. Man, I just had a dream tonight while I was laying down here waiting on you. I was dreaming that Big Mike and you know, my boy Obama was in the street fight. And Obama was throwing his hands like this, and Big Mike came up like this. I'm gonna knock you out. You know, I'm sorry. Listen, if you want Trump health care, go ahead, do it. There's something for you there because it's called death. You can't afford it. You can't keep it because you can't afford it. And if you have too many family members, like most of us Americans do, you can't afford it. I know a guy that was making literally $1,500 a month and paying $1,100 to health care to keep his wife alive.
And Danny, I know you want to get in on this, but let me just make one comment here. I had health care before Obamacare kicked in, and I was able to pay for it. I had my mother I was taking care of. As soon as Obamacare kicked in, I wasn't able to afford my health care. And because it skyrocketed, it tripled in price. Where it's supposed to be universal health care, everybody's taken care of. I didn't have health care until this year. I couldn't renew my health care because I couldn't afford it. And the only reason I was able to afford it is because my stepsister put me on her company plan as a favor. And I'm an American citizen, folks. Nobody's giving me free money. I'm trying to get disability. I've been trying for the last year because I have all these health issues. I'm still on
solution. Here's your solution. You denounce your citizenship.
Go to Mexico.
Just no longer are you an American. You're done. Go to TJ. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then you cross the border and you get $400,000 fucking dollars. And then you can pay for your own health care. Well, actually, they also get insurance and all that shit too. So
yeah. And not only that, they're being shipped all over the country unvaccinated.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So we have to get vaccinated, you know, and remember Biden said we can't make this a mandated vaccination. We can't do that by the law. But here's the loophole. We can tell your company to fire you if you don't get vaccinated. So it's the same thing.
You gotta laugh at this shit, man. You gotta laugh at this shit. And you know, Governor Abbott just declared the border is in crisis because number one, he has just set the National Guard down there.
Oh wow, yeah.
Thank goodness.
God bless people like Governor Abbott and the people that are standing up for our civil liberties. Danny, go ahead. I know you've been waiting to say something.
Oh, just wow. Yeah, the Obamacare really hurt a lot of people. It was the exact opposite of what they said it was going to be. Yeah, I remember what you went through. You know, when you lost your insurance, and just it's a shame. It's really a shame, but yeah.
It's disgusting. I mean, how do you go from paying a very modest health care to it tripled in price? And at that time, I stopped working because I was helping my mother who was dying of cancer. And I was like, My mother comes first, and I had some money saved up, and then I couldn't afford my own health care. So I put myself in the back burner to be there for my mom. And, now I have the cancer, and now I'm dealing with it on my own. But again, if it wasn't for the assistance of my stepsister and her company, I wouldn't be able to get it because I still couldn't be able to afford
That
it.
hurts. That hurts, Angel. You know why? Because you're an American citizen. See, if you came over illegal, you could have gotten some assistance, bro. So what you need to do is go get on them boats, homie. You know what I'm saying? And when you see, no, this is what you do. Go get a crate and just lay out in the ocean for a few minutes, and let them pick you up. And you look at them with your Macho Picho looking ass, and you go, "Hey, Holmes, I got bananas, yo. Come on, I got plantains, yo."
You come back, you're like, I'm a political prisoner, man. I'm a fucking political prisoner, man.
You straight,
I've lived in California, I lived in Louisiana, I lived in different parts of the country, and I've traveled all over the U.S. and Caribbean because I used to sell travel also for a couple of years. So I'm pretty well traveled, and everywhere I go, I'm a different person. If I'm in New York, I'm Puerto Rican. If I'm in California, I'm Mexican. If I'm in the middle of the country, I'm a white boy. And some people are like, "Oh, you're a skinhead because you're bald," and I'm like, no, this is just, male pattern baldness gone crazy. Started here, and then it went all the way back here, and now I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I just shaved my head, and I'm a skinhead now because of that. So in every part of the country, I'm somebody different, but I'm still me. But you know what, I'm taking that into account. I might actually end up going over the border and trying to come back as a Mexican and be like, give me money. Because, that's really the only way I think that you're going to be able to make it if you're an illegal now. The citizens are becoming the illegals.
Just head over there and make a U-turn.
If you haven't noticed, we are illegal. Hey, tell Angel the truth, everybody. We're all illegal. See, what happened is they're getting rid of our Constitution. See, that's the only reason why. Oh, so hold on. Just thinking about this. I remember back in the days, they said that our Social Security number is also part of is it NASDAQ or American Stock Exchange? One of them. So I want to pull my money out. So if I declare myself not a U.S. citizen, do I get paid? Does a brother get paid?
Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, I think he loses everything.
I've seen people try to do that, and it doesn't usually turn out good for them when they try to. Yeah.
Now, I do have a friend of mine who became a sovereign, I guess a sovereign entity within the country. He was born in America, American citizen. Robert Bobet is his name. And he denounced his citizenship because he was fed up with the way this country was run. This is an American-born citizen. He's right-wing. He was a Republican the whole time and Trump supporter. And he said, you know what? I'm tired of the crap that they're feeding our kids. I'm tired of the crap that's going on in this country, and if this is the way it's going, I'm denouncing my citizenship. And I thought he was bullshitting, to be honest, when he first started saying it. And then, sure enough, he went and he did it. And I think a lot of us are going to start doing that. A lot of us are going to start saying, you know what? If you're going to treat us like third world citizens,
but that's
you
like
know what? Screw the system.
Because when you're old, you want your Social Security benefits and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, you already put some money in.
Unless you're going to leave America. If you're leaving America, that's different.
Oh, because your Social Security is still in the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that.
But for how much longer, guys? That's the question. How much longer are we going to be able to depend on it? They're crippling our system.
Sure, they're still there, but you get it while you can. Get it while you can. Just don't denounce. I mean, once you denounce, you don't get shit.
Well, brother, I got a question for you. Because I talked to Penny Bradley and some other people the other day, and we were having a discussion about the same topic. Now, if I use my printer to print some more American money, is that illegal? Because they doing the same damn thing. They printing like look, that machine is running, boy. It's dancing. That's what they doing. Because how in the hell are you going to get all these trillions of dollars out? Trillions. Next thing is zillion. So you might as well just keep going up.
But it's not even money. It's not real money. It's just digital fucking currency that's just being pushed around. And then we withdraw it from a bank. But it's not like they're printing all this fucking money. It's all a magic show.
It's a magic show. It's song and dance. Hold on. It's the left hand, the right hand. It's bullshit. You know something? I like him. You know why? Because he calls it like it is. He said, what? It's bullshit. And they're lying. Yeah. And fuck them. And guess what? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
The number one song in the country, and they try to now deplatform that guy too. It's like, remember Eminem last year when he came out against Trump a couple years ago and he made that rap song, and everybody's like, "Oh, Eminem, yes, Eminem knows what's evil." And then his album went number one because all the progressives bought his bullshit album, and everybody's like, "Oh, Eminem, he's on the right track of history." Now Eminem is disappeared. Where's Eminem now? You don't hear a peep from him, right? But when this guy who came out with this "Let's Go Brandon" song, made the song, went number one on iTunes and on YouTube and everywhere, and he's speaking the truth, what happens to him? Oh, he gets deplatformed. He gets song taken off. So it's freedom of speech for them, but not for the rest of us.
Right.
I mean,
it's
going to be that way for now. And I'm telling you right now that, listen, in my heart, I'm scared. I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared for my safety. I'm scared for my life. I mean, honestly, I said it. I told people from the beginning, I'm going to say it, proclamation one more again. If I somehow get a shotgun and somehow, look at the camera, everybody, I can't get my arm that far back. I can't get the shotgun to the back of my head to shoot myself in the head. I did not commit suicide. I had no thoughts of committing suicide. I had no desire to commit suicide. I got too much goddamn work to live for. And I got two old folks at home that I haven't even put them on my wheel. But the bottom line is, I didn't kill myself, people. I didn't kill myself. Trust me. Trust me. I didn't kill myself. And somebody out there is going to have to prove it when they do try to get to me. That's how scared I am.
Now, this is something that you haven't brought on to this show, Darrell, because I haven't been on in a couple of months, but you just went through one of the most clear-cut cases of being targeted that I've ever seen on any platform. This man was on a private call, and Gabriel, this is going to blow your mind away, in a private chat on Facebook with a member of his network, okay? And he shared a screenshot of a mixing board that he's using so they can show the person how to run the mixing board. And that got labeled by Facebook as spam, and they took his page down.
Man, I just got back up like 2 days ago. They took my page down. You want to hear the worst one? Okay. My girl Nida in the other room. She was just on her computer. Hold on. Let me get to her to say what happened with her screen. Because I don't want to make no bullshit up. Because, I mean, I don't bullshit anyway. Nida, could you please tell the people what happened to your screen when you looked at it real quick? When you called me in here for your computer, what was on your screen?
What happened before about the files?
Yes.
Everything was erased.
Say it again.
All the files were erased.
There you go. And you call, and you people out there say, are you targeted individuals? I know I'm fucking targeted. But they can't get to my computer. You know why? Because I have my own paid for separate signal that comes into my computer. Paid for, baby. I had to do it because I know the motherfuckers are dirty. I learned from a friend that said, you know what you gotta do? You gotta buy your own. It's like, you know something? Angel will be off air. I would be off air. This thing would not be streaming if we didn't have our own servers.
Yeah. Luckily, me and George, we discussed this years ago before this became a big issue. Rest in peace again, George Rodriguez, where we were doing Soulflow Radio and PSN Radio, and our idea was to have our own platform so they cannot target us and take us down and deplatform us, because that's exactly what George feared. And here's the guy who was a liberal, and I'm not a liberal anymore. I left that party, like I said. But here's a guy who was a liberal, but he wasn't a stupid liberal. He understood what was going on, and he saw the writing on the wall, and he said, "You know what? If we don't take this into our own hands, we're going to get deplatformed because they're going to come after us." And again, he wasn't a Trump supporter. He wasn't a Hillary supporter. He didn't like either one of them, but he understood what was going on, and he saw the writing on the wall, and he said, "You know what? We have to have our own platforms because if we play by their rules are getting ugly, and their rules are getting to the point where this is going to be worse than the communist country that we came from." George being a Cuban American, also like myself, and he said they're bringing worse than what happened in Cuba to this country. And he told me that a decade ago. And look, now we're seeing it. We're seeing exactly what George was saying 10 years ago.
Well, just like Art Bell said, it's the quickening.
Yes.
No one said it better than Art Bell. He hit the nail right on the head.
Amen to that. Yeah, it is. The veil is dropped. The quickening is happening, and we're all in it for a terrible ride. Remember our buddy said, "You want to take a ride? This is not the ride I wanted to be on. This is definitely not that ride."
It's not a Heatherweight ride. It was terrible. This is worse. This is worse than Heatherweight. And listen, look, I was a producer. I can say that it's worse than Heatherweight. The bottom line is this, and it's worse than Michael Vera. You sawed off son of a bitch. I'm coming after you one more again. I heard you change your damn show, and you came up with a new name, boy. Because you know why you came with a new name, Michael Vera? You came with a new name because I own yours. I took your company's name. You sorry son of a bitch. Sorry. Back to the part. So go get your teeth fixed, Michael. Try again, baby. Try again. Listen, use that Obamacare, motherfucker. Hey, how about this? Once you go across the border, you're in. Look, he's right there in South Carolina. Why don't you just go ahead and go across the border? Just take a little walk like he normally does because he ain't got no car. He can't drive. And if you're driving, the police officers arrest that motherfucker. Bottom line is, I have seen so much BS and lies in this media from YouTube all the way through. I mean, you got these frauds coming up. I'm revealing something new on their channels or in Rumble, or like Gary the Mad Mark sent me something in Rumble saying Biden's going to resign. That was like a month and a half ago.
That ain't ever fucking happening.
All right.
No.
Listen, now hold on. I got people. I want y'all to think a little bit. You're king of the mountain. You're a vice president, and you got a president of the United States. Would you not say at that moment in Congress, in front of the Senate, that the election was tampered with?
No.
We all know it was.
Yes.
But no. But Pence didn't say it.
Oh, yeah.
What do they have on Pence? What do they have on him? Well, you know he's a good Reverend Christian man, so you know what, he might have a little sugar because Joel Osteen. He married a man, so I mean, everybody loves Joel. Yeah, right. But talking. Listen, that man ain't nothing but a therapist. All he did was watch video like somebody else we know, Katie. So the bottom line is, did I say that name out loud? I'm sorry. I must be drinking God's drink. The bottom line.
You're drinking that fusion.
Fusion. Oh yes. The bottom line is, the idea is that people need to wake up. I mean, look, the scene at the Capitol for everybody was deceiving the people. But where's your law enforcement? Where's your Capitol Police? Why are they standing inside and a few are walking around outside? Hold on. Where is Secret Service? You got the goddamn vice president there.
The biggest question you have to ask was, when Black Lives Matter was in DC, they had the fucking army.
Mm-hmm.
They had the fucking army.
Yes.
And
right.
on the 6th, there was no army. There was no national. There was like the command structure in the DC police was fucking fraudulent that day because they were too busy sucking each other's dicks to pay attention when officers were going, we need fucking help.
I love this man. I love him. Angel. Me and him gonna be best friends because we don't give a fuck how we have to say it just to get it out. Because you motherfuckers out there stupid buying this goddamn story that the fucking semi-demon craps are pushing towards you. I mean, look at what you got now. You got Biden going towards the Vatican. Why is he going to the Vatican?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't even get...
That's a good way of saying it, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
The current fucking Pope and Biden. Yeah. Go find some kids to sniff, you sick fucks.
Hold on. Well, you know that the Vatican was discharged from court from their charges of child trafficking and pedophilia. Look how you do it.
What's wild is the Pope was like, yeah, President Biden, you should be taking communion. And then most of the American clergy were like, get the fuck out of here. The Pope's crazy. This is bullshit. No, don't give this motherfucker communion at all. He's way too into abortion and fucking sniffing little kids.
Hold on. And don't forget, they like to play with my hair on my legs.
Yeah. Corn pop.
Yeah, hold on. While I wear my shades in the swimming pool, I don't know which one was playing with my.
I mean, all you need to know about the Biden administration is they made that trans woman a fucking admiral.
Hold up. Are you serious?
Navy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who is he in command of? People in death in the building.
Stop.
The water.
Stop.
It's not even near the fucking water.
I missed it. Hold on.
And you got like real women that like had to fight and claw their way to become an admiral. And this trans woman's just like, I'm a fucking admiral now.
Oh, back up.
Fucking insulting.
Please stop. Hold on.
It's not even the fucking Navy. How can you be an admiral? Bitch, join the Coast Guard at least.
You trying to tell me a dick dropping man in a woman's is an admiral?
Yes.
I didn't know this. Now, somebody bring me some more liquor. Now.
Hey, look, nothing against the alphabet community. If you want to be a number two pencil, be a number two pencil. Whatever your life desire is, it is what it is. But again, I agree. How do you make a person who's never even served in the military or had any capacity of knowing what war is like? How do you make that person an admiral?
Hold on, stop. Let me go here. Look. You know me. I gotta tell my woman, honey. They made a transsexual. I don't know if he still got dick or not. So we got to question it. A admiral in the Navy, honey. And last but not least, the person never served in the Navy. You got me fucked up. Sorry, I had to go there. I had to go tell my woman this. The Navy, I love my Navy. I mean,
that's not even the worst. The fucking president had the Secretary of Navy tell all of the Navy that if you don't fucking get the vaccine, you're fucking done. Who's gonna drive the fucking ships? How are we gonna torpedo motherfuckers if no one shows up to work?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop.
A fucking manager at McDonald's doesn't know how to make a fucking quarter pounder cheese. How is a fucking admiral gonna drive an aircraft carrier?
Hold on. Please.
They can't even drive their own fucking car. They have drivers, for Christ's sake.
You hurting me, brother. You're hurting me. I mean, just right now, you just told me that my country is defenseless.
Yeah, pretty much. And they just said the same thing to the Air Force. Just in like the last 48 hours.
So,
well, you know what this is? They're pushing out the conservative people that are going to stand up to this. They're pushing them out because what they want to indoctrinate is Sharia law. They want to bring that to the country. And the way you do that is by getting your people in place that are going to go and abide by the rules, and they're going to allow you to do whatever it is that you want to do, which is anti-American. This is no longer about being, serving because you love this country. This is serving the communist takeover.
I need my God mug. I need my God mug because I can't deal with this. You just told me, and it's not even about Sharia law. You know what it is? It started with the woke Superman. Come on, man.
Well,
Superman ain't
that's
sucking
just
nobody's dick.
it didn't start with that. That's a byproduct of the
No.
sickness.
They didn't make Superman woke. Superman is now gay.
Bisexual. He's
No.
He's into both, but he's more into the guys.
No, he is full blown dick sucking, fucking in the ass gay. Like the new Like I can't believe it. Like Christopher Reeves wants to crawl out of the fucking grave and go murder the new Superman. He's like, you've tarnished a legend, bitch. What's his kryptonite, pussy?
No, his kryptonite is God damn it. Yo, me and you
vagina.
No. Hey, yo, listen, I can't be in a room with y'all. I can't, it's over. I mean, I can't do this. You listen. I don't know what to do. Y'all got me confused. I'm the sickest man. Look, I thought I was the sickest man in this room right now with the 5 guys here. But I'm discovering every single one of y'all are sick. And I love it. I can't do this. I mean, Superman is sucking dick. He's taking, listen, he's giving or is he taking? Come on now. I want to know.
We know. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He ain't giving. He ain't giving.
He can't give. He can't give. Superman, no.
He's waiting for Batman to come over and fucking having that bat at him.
Hi, Bruce. Shit. Welcome to the the Fortress of Solitude, Bruce.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that in a comic one day. It's ridiculous, and the ridiculousness of it is, this is a kid's book. Superman is for kids. So who do you think they're targeting? Our children.
We will indoctrinate you. You remember I did that show with Lindsay, and they had San Francisco Gay Choir. I say LGBTQ Gay Choir. Talking about it. They have been setting it up for decades. This is not, listen, these people are playing 10, 20-year games, 30-year games.
That's because they're on the Chinese game. That's what the Chinese do. They don't think about today. They don't think tomorrow, next week. They're thinking 50 fucking years from now.
And you know something, honestly speaking, I've been to the Philippines. I couldn't tell the difference most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Until it went, showed itself. And then I knew, I'm like, yo. No, I don't play with the swinger. I play with the deep diving shit, you know what I'm saying? I go dive, I got deep in, I gotta go deep. Brother ain't playing with the stick, okay? I'm playing with the deep, the juice, the water, the wet. Here's
Darrell, this is where we're at right now. Back in the day when we were all younger, we would approach women hey girl, how you doing? We're like, step up to a girl and we try to like mack it and get the number or whatever. It was very easy. Now we got to go and be like, first of all, can I see your birth certificate? Can I get a DNA sample? I need to be able to see the goods before I even ask you out, because you never know anymore. You never know.
You know what they have now? They have a condom that when you stick your dick in a nice wet pussy, if you have a sexually transmitted infection, the condom like turns red or some fucking crazy color to alert the other person that you're a dirty motherfucker.
Wow, are you serious? I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, and that's not even new news. That's been around for a while now. And then women have the female condom just in case someone is gonna rape them. That if a rapist sticks their dick in their pussy, it has barbs in it. So your dick just gets fucking these barbs in it, and you're done.
It's like the Mexican girls with the razor blades down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Oh my God!
It's not just a YouTube song.
That gives a whole new definition to Bloody Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Mary. Hey, this is Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask one question. What scares you the most? Freddy, Jason, Pinhead, or Biden? No, hold on. Or the chupacabra, Camilla Harris, who I fucked.
Oh,
I say it out loud. I fucked her back in college.
or even worse, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh God, which one is the most scariest villain that you can ever? Well, I wouldn't even say a villain. I'm actually rooting for Jason, but you know, I'm Team Jason. Which one would you vote to be the scariest for 2021? Oh, hold on. We got to throw in Big Mike.
Well, Big Mike is harmless. Nobody takes him serious. I would say it's a toss-up between Biden and Pelosi. They're joined at the hip.
Everybody, come on. Let's ask these. Everybody take a turn on this one. This is the end of Halloween. We need to figure out which is the scariest creature out there.
None of them. Mark Zuckerberg.
You know something?
That's a scary one too.
I'm raising my hand. I'm giving it to you, bro. Zuckerfish, Pimplepuss. He's scary as hell with his little Asian wife. Didn't notice that, did he? No one ever talks about the Asian wife.
But Facebook ain't even Facebook. It's now fucking metaverse.
Metaverse.
Yeah.
So he already lost.
No, he hasn't.
Facebook started as a platform for college people to check out hot chicks.
Yeah.
That's what it started as. Now look what it's become.
And now they're a moment away of having the government break them up as a monopoly.
Well, hold on.
Revenge is sweet. That's why he's doing fucking name changes. It's not going to save him.
Well, he broke it up. That's what he did. He broke the parent company and then he made subsidiaries because Facebook owns a lot of things. And I think they own Meet Me too. And also not only Instagram, and I think they're part owners of a lot of other social media networks.
Well, that's why they're going to fail, because they bought everything and that's how they created the monopoly.
Yeah.
Like fails.
Up all the competition, you become the monopoly. And then that's when the government could go, you know what? You're fucking shitting on the First Amendment. You're a monopoly and we're going to fuck you. And plus you keep lying to Congress, bitch, under oath. We're not stupid.
Well, hold on. Who lies more? Zuckerberg or Fauci?
Jack Dorsey from Twitter.
Fauci.
Fauci. The puppy slayer. The puppy slayer.
Fauci is
Puppy slayer.
Fauci is a Trojan horse. Fauci was lying to Trump, lying to the U.S. a year, 2 years ago. He was part of the gain of function research. He helped fund Wuhan under Obama.
Yeah,
so if you really want
these are words we shouldn't use, to be honest, because it will get fucking everything canceled.
Hold on.
They can't cancel me on my own network.
The Hellfire missiles will come in from the NSA.
Hold on. That blue light is over your house right now.
Go ask that question of Michael Hastings. They fucking killed that motherfucker. And he was a real journalist.
He was real. Yeah, you're right about that.
They took control of his fucking Model S and drove that motherfucker into a tree or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with like the Clintons, dude. Like all the suicide. No one shoots themselves in the back of the head 6 times.
With a shotgun. How the hell are you going to reach back here? I can't get my arm that far back, brother. You know what time it is. And the problem I got right now is I'm letting the people know once again, if something happens to me tonight or tomorrow night, hold on, I'm scared. I didn't commit suicide because I look for my day in court. You know why I look for my day in court? Because I get to speak. And, you know, I ain't got psychological issues. I don't have health issues. I don't have any issues whatsoever. Yes, I do drink quite a bit, and we're going to try to give me cancer or something. It ain't happening. I stay home 90% of the time. I go out with my girl, and that's it. So if I somehow mistakenly fall into a ditch and bury myself in it, or I fall off Mount Vesuvius, or I find that shotgun, or that 9mm that I don't have. I don't keep 9s. It has to be a Desert Eagle. If it semi-automatic or automatic, full gauge. If I die some way, I mean, what, carbon monoxide? If thanks to your goddamn mask, if I die, I tell you right now, it was murder. I ain't going out like that. Every one of us here.
With me, it might be cancer, but I'll tell you what, if I died mysteriously and it wasn't cancer, you know what it was. Look,
we're
journalists. This is funny because it's not all the alphabet community. We have a lot of brothers and sisters within that community that are on the same page as we are. Andy No, a reporter, got beat up by Antifa. He's He's an Asian American. He is a part of the gay community, and he went to Congress and he told his story. And all of a sudden, now they're treating him like he's a white supremacist.
They beat the fuck out of him like he was Glenn on The Walking Dead.
Yes,
he just beat the fucking eyeball out of his ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
again,
that's really
Asian gay American.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a number on him, and it's people like that who you look at and you're like, how does that work?
For more beatings, like he's constantly getting his ass beat by a team. He don't give a fuck. He's crazy.
But
like after like your 8th beating, you would think, fuck this reporting on this side of town. I'm gonna report somewhere else for a while.
But the funny thing about that, though, Darrell, hold on. The funny thing about that is he, being an Asian gay American, has the balls to go ahead and put himself on the forefront like that. And yet you have people like Jerry Nadler up in Congress. You have Adam Shifty Shift and all these people are saying, and Biden who are saying, Antifa is just a figment of your imagination.
Sure.
They're not real. This guy was beat up by Antifa members. They've been harassing this poor human being for a couple years now, and it's Antifa who's doing it. So what part of his imagination nearly killed him last year?
Okay, I got one for you.
He's a soul.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One at a time, guys. Darrell, go ahead first, and then Danny.
All right, I'm going to say it right now. They say Antifa's imaginary. What if Antifa is a 3-letter government agency? I'm going to drop the mic. I'm going to drop the mic.
Danny, you want to follow that up?
I was just saying that he's a hero. He's putting it out there. He's putting himself on the line, getting beat up. That's brave.
Yeah, he's a frontline soldier. That's what he is, and you got to respect that. I don't care if he's gay, straight, Asian, white, black. I don't care where you're from.
He should partner up with. You know who could protect him on the front lines? The new Superman.
The gay admiral. The gay admiral. The gay admiral, man. Come on, don't give me this. Listen, look, I need the gay admiral right here, right now. The gay admiral will get you out of prison.
Dog the bounty hunter.
Dr.
Dog the bounty hunter. Dog bounty. I love that one. Dog the bounty. Listen, he's right. Why is it that they put that Gabby female on front page? She ain't rich. She ain't famous. Who the hell is she? She's Joe. I mean, not Joe Biden, but she's just she's Karen. Okay. Yeah. All right. Who the fuck is she? Nobody. Who the fuck is her boyfriend? Nobody. Why was he dead? Found dead. Excuse me. Come on, people. Think about this a little bit deeper.
Right.
Why is he found dead? Body torn to shreds, eaten up, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I think? I think that was collateral.
Yeah.
It's the magic trick. Like my man said, it's a magic trick. I want you to look over here. Am I right, brother?
Yeah. It's like the Joker said in The Dark Knight. It's all part of the plan.
It is.
George Floyd was.
Yeah. Well, George Floyd was a Mason, and George Floyd was doing porn, George Floyd was also a career criminal, a person who spent time in prison for beating up a woman and holding her hostage at gunpoint and robbing her home. I mean, this is the person that they want to make into a martyr, into a hero.
An angel. An angel. But hold on, Angel, I got one more for you. He knew the guy that killed him.
Yeah, they work together.
He sacrificed himself. Doesn't that catch the drift? That's a sacrifice. It was nothing more than a sacrifice. Now, you got to realize there's Black Lives Matter, Inc., and there's Black Lives Matter Foundation.
Right.
One's run by 3 black women, and the other one's run by 3, I don't know if they're gay or not, men. They're white.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, remember, even in their website and early on, the black women who created Black Lives Matter openly admitted that they follow the Karl Marxist rule in the indoctrination of Marxism.
Yeah, they're all fucking fugazis because these motherfuckers took the money and bought mansions. So fuck these fake ass motherfuckers.
In white neighborhoods.
Black lives don't matter. Nobody's lives matter. The only thing that matters to these cunts is fucking green. Money.
Give them the green. Give them the money. Give them the money.
Yeah, yeah. But see, they're going to fail also because guess what? The Communist Party of China doesn't like black people either.
No,
So
they don't even like them.
Once the Communist Party takes over, and they're very close to doing that, once they fully take over, do you really think that they're going to be out trying to help BLM? Do you really think that they're going to get, their way and they're going to like live in La La Land or in Utopia? No, they're going to be right back in the concentration camps. They're going to be part of their slavery. Look what they're doing to the Uyghur Muslims. Look what they did last year to black people that live in China. They took them out of their homes and they blamed them for COVID.
Yes,
and
Jesus
they
Christ,
beat
look
up a
what they
lot
did
of
to
these
their own
folks.
people. They sealed them in the apartment towers. They
Yeah.
literally welded all the entrances closed.
Oh my God. I was going to say that. And you know what makes it worse? Just think about this. I lived in Harbin, China for a while because I dated a Chinese girl. Oh my God. Her name was Yan Xi. Yan, if you're listening, girl. Ooh. I mean, back to the point. The point. Excuse me, I might have to go for a bathroom break. Excuse me.
Different strokes for different folks, right?
Hey, I stroke every nation. Damn. You get me in trouble again, Angel. But the bottom line is this. I've gone through many nations. I'm a five-time married world champion. And I'm going to tell you right now, in truth and honesty, it's not the Chinese people. They're just like us Americans. They're just like the Cubans during the time of their concentration and indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the government. Now, they want this one world order. One world order. They want this one ideological belief. Maybe if we destroy the belief, we could destroy part of the order, or if we try to destroy the order, which is almost impossible right now because they are rooted into the system. I mean, come on. You got critical race theory. You got woke culture. You got lies about what happened at the goddamn Capitol. You got lies that happened in Rome, which was the same, identical. Come on, people. Can you smell that coffee? Can you smell it in the morning? But you need to smell this shit. It was the same identical raid in Rome as it was in the United States Capitol. They walked in, they walked out. They walked in, they did their little shit, and then they walked out. Yes, and for the United States, we did have people with mental disabilities. My blessings, my brother. Angel,
Listen,
take
we're
over.
gonna we got to wrap up here in a minute because we're a couple minutes over. I wanted to give everybody a chance to speak their mind. Gabriel, I know you gotta leave here in a bit here, and please again once more give the audience where they can find you and where they can follow up your podcast and give times everything, man. I want you to plug away so people can follow your work.
I'm
Like,
writing this shit down.
Like here's the thing with the fucking shadow ban. Good fucking luck finding it.
Yeah, it's
Literally,
not-
good
Damn.
fucking luck finding it. I could sit here and give you URLs up the ass, but when you put that shit into DuckDuckGo and DuckDuckGoose and fucking Google, good luck.
Mhm.
Yep.
I
Well,
mean,
for
it's
now,
fun-
your website is still up, right? ResurrectionNews.com. That's still
Yep.
going on for your news outlet stuff.
Yeah, and right there on the homepage, you could get the podcast too. From
Excellent.
Red
Excellent.
Circle. I I was on all the major ones, and then Tulsi Gabbard, the one Democrat that should have been fucking voted in as president of the United fucking States of America, she started a podcast on fucking Red Circle. I'm like, if it's good enough for this girl, it's good enough for me. So
Yeah, I love her. I said, and actually, I was talking to Darrell about this yesterday. I think I brought this up, Darrell. If anybody should run with Trump in 2024, it should be Tulsi. Because
Yeah.
you know what? That will turn their heads upside down. That will make them really question their sanity. Because now we have a Republican, a Democrat, and they didn't like each other. But you know what? They're on the same page on a lot of things. And she is somebody who served in the military. She
That's
knows
right.
what happened. She's a true American patriot, a beautiful lady, and she speaks the truth, which is very rare coming from the left these days. Very rare.
Hold on. She speaks the truth.
Oh, fuck
mean,
it.
Yeah.
I like her.
Dude,
I
she
like her.
attacked Hillary Clinton. You don't fucking attack a Clinton. She's crazy. She's insane. She's a fucking combat medic. Right? She's
I
a
like
bad
her.
motherfucker. And she's fucking hot. I mean,
Yeah.
fight with Hillary Clinton and knocked her the fuck out.
Yeah.
I like her already. Look. I like her already. Yeah.
My man, Gabriel, thank you for being here with us, man, and joining up for the last hour and a half. It was been a pleasure. We got to have you back on the show. You're a person who I want to be in contact with constantly because you are on the right page of history. Stay with that and stick to your guns. Don't let them bring you down. And whatever we can do here on PSN, SoFlo, and then Global Enlightenment Radio Network, you tell us we got your back 100%.
Well,
Hey, Gabriel, we're going to
here's
get you on Blacks and Whites.
you know what's good for you is more of me. Because if I can make you laugh, that's going to help you kick cancer's fucking ass.
Hell yeah.
Keeping you positive in a healthy frame of mind. If that means fucking doing radio with you every day, I don't give a fuck. That's fine with me. Anytime.
That's a good
Love you,
brother.
my
That's
friend.
a loyal brother. That's a loyal brother. I love him. Oh my
Yep,
God.
yep.
I found another person like us, man. That's rare.
Yep. That's why I told you, Darrell. I told you got to be on this show with us because I found our kin, our next of kin. You know, he's just like us. He's a brother like the rest of us, and he is on the American first and the human being train, the bandwagon of the human beings of freedom. And you got to speak your mind, folks. And this person right here is just like us. He is speaking his mind and he's speaking the truth. So keep doing that, man. Don't let that up.
Let me blow your guys' mind.
Uh-oh. Hold on. He sounds like you, Angel,
Let
right
me
there.
blow your fucking mind. Everyone knows President Trump, Rocket Man shit, right?
All right.
Yep.
He never said that until Saturday. My show on a Thursday, I started making fun of Kim. I started playing the Elton John song. I'm like, you're the Rocket Man, little bitch. Did it for like 20 minutes. I did a whole bit. And then 2 fucking days later, the president is a fucking joke thief. Fucking bit. Here's a fact. The documentary on QAnon, they say that Kevin Watkins' cat was feeding President Trump a lot of shit. I want to know who was feeding Trump. I mean, you can't retweet a motherfucker. Thanks for the joke. I mean, that's a fucking fact.
Yeah, it's true. There you go.
I mean, that's how crazy like censorship is, and like fucking joke thieves, man. Even a president. But I don't blame him. I've met the guy. Like he was at the border, and I was on a freelance job as a cameraman, and he didn't come over and talk to on-air people. He came over and talked to the working class in the media and shook everybody's hand. He's a fucking class act, but he's a fucking joke thief.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I take that as a nod and a wink by the president. He may have stolen your joke, but he did it because you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck
You're
that.
right.
I want credit.
Yeah.
Gabriel, I gotta ask you a question. Gabriel, I gotta ask you a question, brother. I mean, listen, you down with the sickness, you real like us. You ain't got no bullshit, you ain't got no lies. I got one question for you. Did you find Trump offensive? Did you find him to be racist? Did you find him wrong when he was talking about putting his hand between a woman's?
Before this guy was mega crazy apprentice and all this shit, he's a white dude that let an African American elderly woman live rent free at fucking Trump Tower.
Oh, so he's not
like
racist?
a fucking Klansman to you?
Oh, hold on. He's not racist. He's an
remember-
African American. He was probably paying retribution.
Remember, he won the Easter Island Award with Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali. And he's on pictures with them. He was loved by every rapper.
He was the darling of the left until he beat the fuck out of him and became president.
Yes, exactly.
And then they all turned on him.
He was on all of these TV shows before The Apprentice. You know, they loved him. Even old Maude. Remember Maude?
Yeah, Maude. He was on.
What was their show? The Golden Girls. You know,
Yeah.
B.
Arthur.
Yeah. I mean, the media loved him before, you know, prior to.
Oh, I remember Oprah Winfrey having him on and saying, you should run for president one day.
Yeah.
This is 28 years ago. And he, at the time, was like, if I do this because I believe the country is going down the river and in a bad way, and that's the only way I'll do it. And he did it. And what do we have? 3 years of prosperity. Unemployment was down. The country was doing great.
Here's the biggest, most horrible thing about the Trump presidency. The worst cover-up ever is Jared Kushner has brought peace in the fucking Middle East, and no one gives a shit.
That's true, too.
He worked all those fucking deals with all those nations, and they all recognize that Israel has a right to live and exist.
Yeah.
And no one gave a fuck.
I got a question. Hold on. I got a question now. Why is it that when Trump was in office, we were away from OPEC? We were free. We were free of all their claims and charges and money going to them. The price of gas is going down. The price of natural gas is going down. Everything that we needed, electricity, was going down. We were getting money from COVID. It was nice. It was enough to keep us going. He wanted more, but it was nice. You know something? Does anybody remember during the Obama administration when all that trillions of dollars was given to corporations instead of us?
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody out there see the goddamn difference?
Oh, I'll take it a step further, and I know Gabrielle, you got a dip here in a minute because you got to pick up your daughter. But I wanted you to hear this.
She's watching my nephew, so it doesn't matter right now.
Remember this: when Obama was president, he defunded or took down NASA and started giving money to Russia to take us to space. And
here's the thing.
Hold on. And now, and remember, and the fuel was coming from Russia and China. Remember that also? China. And from Venezuela. And what did Trump do? I talked about this earlier. He put the Keystone pipeline to make us energy independent, give us clean fuel, and he stopped the Nord Stream pipeline in Russia. What was the first thing that Biden did when he got into office? He stopped the Keystone pipeline. He reenacted Nord Stream over in Russia, making Putin powerful again. And yet they have the nerve to say that the Russia was in cahoots and collusion with Trump. Are you shitting me? I mean, these people think that we're stupid. They think that we were born yesterday. I might have been born, but it wasn't yesterday, and I'm not an idiot. I can see the writing on the wall, and who really is colluding with Russia and with Putin.
Here's the thing with the Obama and NASA. He's a fucking genius because that led to Elon Musk, SpaceX, and the privatization that is going to get us to fucking Mars.
Finally, to Mars.
If we haven't been there already, though.
No, Congress didn't want us there officially. We're using the word.
I seen Matt Damon on Mars, so, I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
Penny Brady says we've been on Mars, and everybody else is saying we've been on Mars, and all these people are having memories. Listen, I used to be skeptical of the SSP community, the secret space program. And I whipped the shit out of some super soldiers. I ain't gonna lie. I beat the snot out of them. I said, "You a super soldier? Show me how super you are." But the bottom line is this: there are some people that are giving some credible information that I could put in my head and say that adds up. I mean, look, there are lots of things that we listen to that just don't add up after we sit back and we analyze it. The American public has not been taught, and for a fact, everybody knows, in school they stopped teaching logic.
Right.
Yeah.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking is out the door, and in comes critical race theory.
Yep.
And
one thing I do say, Darrell, one
up.
thing I will say about TikTok that I do like about TikTok is you have a lot of these stupid teachers that are on there, and they're kind of like airing themselves out like idiots. Where you see a lot of them like going on TikTok, like spewing their agenda, and then they like literally are getting themselves canceled because parents are saying, "Wait a second, these are the people teaching our kids," and that's starting to wake parents up to what really is going on.
You know what really wakes parents up is their fucking daughters being raped by trans.
That helps too.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's helping.
Yes, you listen. That won't listen. Touch my daughter, you're dead.
Period.
Melody Alexa Neely is my daughter. If you touch her, you're dead. Ain't no question. I go through your whole goddamn family. Ain't no threat. I will go through your family. That's a fact. Look, blood.
It's not a transgender issue because those guys who raped that girl were not transgender. They're dressed like that because they're allowed to go into the bathroom and dress like that to prey on innocent girls. And that's exactly what Trump said. It's not your real transgender person who really believes they're a girl. Or who has had the sex change and they've been living like like that since they're kids. These are not the problem. The problem are the sick individuals who are going to take advantage of the system. Who are going to put on a dress, even though they don't believe they're women, but they're going to do it so they can go into the bathroom and rape children. And that's exactly what happened in that case. That's exactly why my father spoke up, because he said, "Look, because of your stupid rules, my daughter got raped."
Well,
now all of a sudden he's part of a problem.
Let's go even deeper than that. Like me, you were talking the other night. What is a transgender? Maybe we need to define what a fucking transgender is. Because in my opinion, you cut the dick off or you're getting a fake dick put in. Am I right or wrong? Dick, breast, you got changed something, so let's be honest. Now, I mean, what I see and what I'm hearing is a bunch of transsexuals, drag queens.
Right.
I mean, let's just be honest, because these motherfuckers ain't gonna be honest to us. They never honest to us. They don't be honest to nothing that is factual, truthful. They're rewriting the scope and the themes and the ideologies that made us human. Now, let's go deeper than that. What is a human? Humans are divided up into two sexes, male and female. I don't give a goddamn if you think you're a transsexual. You were born a man or you were born a woman. You deal with it. Now, there's a rare case where you got the 50-50 mix or the 60-40 mix, right? Now, they special. We're going to let them live and be and exist. But you going to call yourself a transsexual because you wear a dress? You ain't nothing but a fucking drag queen in my book. Sorry, I had to say it. Fucking drag queen. And hold on. Hey, Google, turn on my computer lamp.
Let me leave you guys with this. Let me touch on just one more thing, Trump. And this goes to like how fucking genius the guy is, right? Everybody made fun of fucking Space Force, right? Like, this motherfucker is fucking retarded. Space Force, suck a dick, motherfuckers. Fast forward today. China has a space plane up in outer space that has been firing hypersonic missiles to the Earth.
Yes, it has.
You tell me we don't need a fucking Space Force, bitches?
But hold on. And Biden wants to get rid of the Space Force. Now, let's just drop the mic twice, because guess what? That's our own president betraying the national security of our fucking country. I mean, listen, if words can be held in court against you, use mine. I'm telling the goddamn truth.
Like, it's amazing when, like, literally all the military leaders are like, that Chinese shit, that fucking space. Holy fuck. We don't know what to do. We're shitting our fucking panties right now. I'm like, you lying motherfuckers. You know we got space planes. Go blow that shit up, bitch. Come on. Send
Star Wars
Skywalker, goddammit. We had Star Wars under Reagan. Fucking shoot the beam, bitch. Blast that thing out of fucking space. Send that fucking space station we have on a fucking hunting mission and slam it right into that bitch. Fuck those astronauts and everybody else on there. That fucking thing is a weapon and it needs to be gone. Because when they invade fucking Taiwan in the next month or so, it's going to be that fucking space plane up there that's going to vaporize an American task force.
Yep.
God bless
That's
America.
exactly what it is, yeah.
God bless America. I pray for America, because this motherfucking president we have, it's not American. He's living fantasy. Whoa, damn. He's living in a fantasy. And the fantasy.
Yeah, he's tripping. He's tripping.
He's smoking some good shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be some real good. I mean,
well, guys, remember, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, and so having a first lady with a dick.
Oh, don't be talking about Michael that way, Big Mike.
Like, why do you think President Obama came out swinging so hard, saying the rapes didn't happen by a transgender person?
Well, you got to remember, Obama grew up in Hawaii, supposedly. Right? He lived a long time in Hawaii. And what's part of the Hawaiian culture? I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the Hawaiian Samoan culture has 3 genders. They have male, female. They have a thing called the fafafinis, which is a male that turns into a woman by the family when they want to have a girl in the family, but they only had boys. They make one of them a girl. Usually it's the youngest. They literally raise them as a girl so they can do the girl functions in the household. They can do the chores and all that stuff like the mom. And the fafafinis are treated like women. And if you're a man and you want to date a fafafini, you're not considered a gay person, even though they might not have had the surgery or anything. You're considered a regular heterosexual who's dating a fafafini. How am I aware of this? Because in Miami, we had a gentleman by the name of The Rock, as a lot of you know him.
Dwayne
Right.
Johnson.
Who is from Hawaii, and he was dating a fafafini when he was going to University of Miami, and he was ousted for that. And they made fun of him. They ridiculed him to the point that he broke up with this dude and started dating his now wife and married, because the shame that was bringing to his family in America. He realized that he couldn't live that way here. But this is what's coming out of Hawaii, and this is why Obama, Biden are so geared towards helping the trans community, because Obama literally grew up that way. So when people say, well, there's no way that Michelle could be a man, you don't know that.
Right.
Obama lived that in Hawaii. He was brought up to believe that was okay.
I just want you guys to know that I brought that up for Alex Jones. Just a little hello, Alex, because he's the one that really got that shit going. And those meat wars with the fucking big cocks and her fucking dress and shit. But that's just for Alex. Just like, we love you. You're fucking dangerous, but we love you. You're fucking funny.
You know something? I gotta go.
The Sandy Hook school shit is like really serious because like it led to Remington going out of business, number one.
Yeah.
Like they're no more because of that. I mean, that's how crazy this is spiraled out of fucking control. But Alex Jones is a funny motherfucker.
Yes,
yeah.
Sometimes
speaking of which,
shit gets fucking out of control.
And speaking of which, he was the first one to get canceled in this entire thing. They went after Alex Jones, and I said it then, I'll say it now. The moment they went after Alex Jones was a red herring to the rest of us. They're going to go after every single one of us who sounds like
us little bitches first, like me. We were the test platform. If they could wipe us out, they're like, we could get the big ones.
But see, on the other side, I gotta say something about Alex Jones. He was there on January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to.
He wasn't just there. He helped fund it with $50K. So
yes,
he put not only
that's,
his mouth.
That's pennies for him. That's pennies for him, though. That's pennies for him. Believe me, I know what he makes because I have Leo Zagami on my network. But the bottom line is, he's supposed to walk in to that Capitol. He did not walk in. That's
Can you imagine if Alex like walked into the fucking Capitol eating a bowl of chili? Like how lit the fucking crowd would have been.
I would love to see
they would Nancy Pelosi and everyone would have been in zip ties. Like it would have it would have been over. Like fucking Trump would have came in with a Big Mac and shit. I mean, fucking over. Surrendered.
Alice
oh God, that's great. Look, we have Mitchell Nicholas Gerber coming in on Unleashed Truth Radio within 30 minutes. So I do have to let you guys go. We're 30 minutes over, but it's my network, so who gives a shit, right? I run this motherfucker.
Right.
And Mitchell's gonna be on, and he is somebody that Gabriel you should definitely have on your show too. He's been on InfoWars. He's on the same page as us. Fantastic guy. He's over in Vietnam fighting the good fight. He's talking about the Falun Gong, who are also like the Uyghur Muslims being targeted out there and destroyed and killed by the hundreds of thousands so they could sell their organs. These are facts. Yes. We have interviewed people that are doctors that worked in China and did the removal of the organs. I've seen footage. I've seen videos from the inside thanks to this man. And he's going to be in the next 30 minutes live on air. So if anybody wants to listen to that, tune in for Mitchell Nicholas Gerber on Unleashed Truth Radio. With that said, guys, we're gonna. I want to give you guys a chance to go ahead and speak your piece. Darrell, plug your network, plug your show. Go for it.
I ain't gonna plug my show because I'm like you. I came back last night with you because I was pissed and Odin went wild. But the bottom line is, I'm gonna tell you. We had a fun time. I'm going to tell you, Gabriel, you the man. I love you. I love everybody on this panel because you know something? We speak the truth. And we don't hold back. And we're not hiding. And if FBI come to my door any day of the week, they can suck a motherfucker's dick.
There you go.
The bottom line is, I want people to understand. Global stands for PSN and SoFlo. And our own friendships with everybody else. That's my brother, Angel, man. That's the jackal. We are, listen, when we get together, I'm going to let y'all know right now. It's two gods getting together, and we're getting ready to investigate something and declare whether you live or die. Let me tell you something. Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and the rest of the fun bunch that you got over there, I don't care if you got broken wrists or not. You're a bunch of bitches. And I want you to come after us because guess why? We ain't your bitches.
Nope. The moment they kick the bucket, I'm throwing a block party. Danny, you're going to be on with me on Thursdays. You better be ready to bring the goods, bro. I want you to be 100% every single time I have you on Thursdays.
Yeah, I'll be working on that. This crew right here is absolutely, you guys are a blast. And I just wanted to say that, you know, Angel's a brother of mine too, and anytime, you know, I'm down anytime to hop on the chat, hop on the radio, wherever, you know, to pull Angel, keep him in the right spirits because we need him. We need people who are battle tested like Angel around. So
thank you, brother. Thank you. And to all the people listening from SoFlo that are in the down south Florida area, November 2nd, make your voice heard. Go to the polls. Vote for my man Elvis Maldonado, who's running for mayor of Homestead. Great guy. Got to shoot the shit with him in person. And he is just like us. He's in the right frame of mind. He's a Ron DeSantis supporter, Trump supporter, and he is America first. And he's going to do great things. And hopefully he wins the Homestead mayorship. And hopefully he moves up in the rank in the next few years as he's running for more and more different positions of power to try to help bring order back to society, at least one place at a time. And again, if you're in Homestead, make your voice heard on November 2nd. That's the way we take the reins back, by kicking these evil assholes out of their position of power and taking back what's ours. With that said, gentlemen, I'm going to drop the mic and I'm going to head out because if not, Nicholas is going to kick my ass over from Vietnam. And you don't want to get an ass whooping from Vietnam. That's never good. It didn't work good for this country. So good evening, good night, take care, everybody listening in. Thank you for being part of Inside the Jackal's Head. I am Angel Espino. Until this Thursday coming up, or when I'm live again, stay safe, stay sound, stay alive, COVID-free, and do your best to make yourself heard. Never, ever become part of the herd.
Get rid of that goddamn mask.
Fuck a mask. Do what I do. Wipe your ass with it. That's what I did.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
Good night.
good night.